Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1984 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Minnesota Twins and the Detroit Tigers at Tiger Stadium. On the mound for Minnesota today is Dennis Burtt, whose record is 1-1 with a 5.59 ERA. And pitching for the Tigers today is Jack Morris, whose record is 2-2 with a 4.40 ERA. Okay, we got a pretty damn good pitching performance from Petrie yesterday. He almost had a complete game shutout. We tried to get him through the ninth inning. He was already tired, but he gave up a run, and we didn't want him to completely fall apart and destroy his ERA. So we yanked him out of there, and Morris Madden came in and got the last out of the ball game. We had, what was it, 4 or 5? We had 7 extra base hits yesterday. Pretty amazing offensive output. It only amounted to 6 runs, but it was more than enough to get a win. So we move on to the final game of the series, and we now have 3 Tigers batters listed as tired. We're going to go ahead and just play through it today. My thought on that is we could give them the day off. We've already won the first 2 games of the series. We're playing against the number 5 starter on the Minnesota Twins roster. So maybe we could get the win anyway without having those 3 players in the ballgame. But you know what? Let's take the wins when we can get them. We'll load up today. We'll have the day off tomorrow. We'll play this day. We'll advance a day, getting ready for the Red Sox series. So we'll do that after today's ball game, and then we will be all set for the 6 games against the Red Sox and the Yankees, and everyone will be rested. But I have a feeling that it won't last for too long. We probably maybe sit 1 or 2 of our everyday starters in this 6-game stretch here. So we'll see how it goes. Let's go ahead and get today's game started. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe to the channel. We have Jack Morris on the mound. Can you believe that Jack Morris is the worst pitcher in our rotation? He's thrown the most innings, or he will have, at least after today's game. I guess I hope. I'm projecting. But the Minnesota Twins are batting .333 against him in his career at 72 plate appearances, so that's not nothing. All the bullpen is available for today's ballgame. So here's our lineup. It's the same everyday lineup. We did swap out Jesse Barfield today. Barfield went 0 for 5 yesterday, so we'll get Lemon in there. Give him a shot at it. GIBSON, Brett, and Whitaker are the 3 Tigers listed as tired. Brett and Whitaker were listed as tired yesterday, and all they did was hit a double and 2 home runs together. So they did all right. All right, so let's go ahead and do the lineup rundown for the Minnesota Twins. Batting leadoff in center field is Alex Cole. Batting second at second base is Kirk SEIBERT. Batting third in left field is Dion James. Batting cleanup playing first base is Cecil Fielder. Batting fifth and catching is John TAMARGO. Batting sixth and DHing is Jesus VEGA. Batting seventh at shortstop is Mike FISCHLIN. Batting eighth at third base is Gary Cooper. And batting ninth in right field is Hosken POWELL. So they have the same lineup as yesterday. Okay, Jack Morris taking the hill today for the Tigers, making his 8th start. He's only 2-2 with that 4.40 ERA, 41 strikeouts in 47 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .249 against him. He does have a complete game shutout. His fastball tops out at 94 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is 44.2%. He's got 4 pitches in his arsenal. The splitter being his best one, rated a 93, a fastball at an 88, and a slider at 80. And yet, despite those 3 above average pitches, his overall rating is only an 83. Can't explain it. The 28-year-old righty does go to free agency at the end of the year. we have made him a might trade now. So we are considering any offers. We'll take a phone call if somebody wants Jack Morris, since he is in his last year of his contract and doesn't seem to be performing particularly well. Okay, everybody on our defense is league average or better, and we got Lemon back out there in center field today. Here we go, Alex Cole leading off against Jack Morris, 18-year-old center fielder batting 181. And a base at the left, so that doesn't matter much in this game. As Cole and his 97 speed are on first, he's got to be going here. They've already lost the first two games. Oh, he doesn't have to go because the game is going to get back-to-back singles. How is Cole not on third base? Come on. Glenn Wilson out in right field. He does have a cannon. So things are looking poorly here for Jack Morris already. Dion James on a 3-2 count. That's going to score everybody. Off the wall in right field. SEIBERT will hold at third. And we've got a single-double here in the first inning. Nobody out, and Big Daddy Cecil Fielder is up. Playing the infield back, doesn't matter. Fielder strikes out looking. He struck out 3 times in yesterday's ball game. That's the first out. We're going to bring the corners in. I use this not as a bunt situation, but as a way of like holding the runners. It backfires from time to time, but we're going to give it a go. John TAMARGO, switch hitting catcher, batting 229 with a home run. Right at Brock. Good job holding everybody, and we might just get out of this with 1 run against us. That'll depend on what Jesus Vega does. He's batting 232. He's got a couple home runs. And Morris walks him to get to FISCHLIN. So 20 pitches so far this inning. Bases loaded for Mike FISCHLIN. Now he does have a grand slam against us in his career. I think it was in the 82 season when he first started playing regularly that he had that grand slam. Well, actually, we can check here in the vitals. Yeah, 1 career grand slam. And that was against us because, as I mentioned, I think in game 1, I called him Fish Lips in that at bat, and then he hit the home run right afterwards. So, will he get his 2nd career grand slammy? Oh, he's going to make us pay. Base hit to center, and it's 3-0. And Morris is, we're going to get Dave Rosemont up in the bullpen. Jack Morris is done in this game. Not in this game, but like in Baseball Mogul. In our universe here. He's just horrible. And I don't understand why the game has to make him so pathetic. He's a Hall of Fame pitcher. It's 4-0 Minnesota. I should have rested all these players, as the Twins have now batted through the lineup. Almost got out of it. We had 2 down. And the Twins score 4 on 5 hits and a walk. We go to the bottom of the first. Let's take a look at the Tigers lineup today. Batting leadoff. In left field is Kirk GIBSON. Batting second at first base is Greg Brock. Batting third in right field is Glenn Wilson. Batting cleanup and DHing is Kenny Smith. Batting fifth at shortstop is Alan Trammell. Batting sixth at third base is George Brett. Batting seventh and catching is Terry Kennedy. Batting eighth in center field is Chet Lemon. And batting ninth at second base is Sweet Lou Whitaker. Okay, here is Dennis Burtt. Did a little deep dive on him. He's a second round draft pick in the January draft by the Boston Red Sox. He is out of Santa Ana College in Santa Ana, California. He was a longtime minor league prospect for the Red Sox. They let him go to free agency in 1984. The Twins turned around and signed him immediately. He did play in the majors in 1985 in real life. He went 2-2 for the Twins with a 3.81 ERA, making 2 starts. He pitched again in '86, but he had a 31.50 ERA in 3 appearances. He was cut by the Twins. He spent 3 years in the Dodgers organization and wrapped up his final season in Major League Baseball at Toledo for Detroit. He was 32 years old when he packed it in. He finished his career as a pitching coach for the Dodgers and other teams through 1998. Okay, so he's made 5 starts this year. He's 1-1 with a 5.59 ERA, more walks and strikeouts. You can see his career totals in those categories. Opponents are batting .283 against him. He does have a complete game. Fastball tops out at 89 miles an hour. His curveball is rated an 84. Overall, a 78 rating. The 26-year-old righty goes to arbitration at the end of the year. We'll look at his log real quick. So the White Sox, he had no decision against the White Sox, going 5 2/3, giving up 5 runs. He gave up 9 runs versus the Angels. He had that complete game versus the Yankees, where he only gave up 1 run and got the win. So he's not unlike him to give up a bunch of runs. So we are not out of this ball game, but we've got a lot of work to do. Here's the defense for the Twins today. Center field is Cole, and left field is Dion James, both below league average. Of course, first and third is below league average, and their catcher, TAMARGO, at 79 rating, is below league average. Okay, let's see if we can chip away. We got Kirk GIBSON leading off. Gibby, an 0-1 count, pounds it into the dirt, and TAMARGO boots it. Great. Awesome. All right, let's see here. What's the stolen base percentage? 74%. Why not send him? I mean, we're down 4. We got a lot of work to do. And Gibson's caught stealing. So that, we've lost this game already. That is all you need to know right there. That is his 3rd caught stealing of the year, and I think that's 3 in a row. No? 2 in a row. The 3rd was in the last 20 is way back on April 21st. So, so we've lost this game now, and this game is done. When Jack Morris gives up 4 runs in the first, and then GIBSON can't steal at 74%, then you know it's over. So we probably should have rested all those players. Now I feel like an idiot. We go to the top of the 2nd inning. It's a ground ball to short. Kurt SEIBERT walks. Dion James, base at the left. Big Daddy. Ground ball to short. Double play ends the inning. We go to the bottom of the 2nd. We could just keep it moving now. It doesn't much matter, except for maybe to Ken Smith, who hits his 8th home run of the year. So this guy has definitely turned a corner. He had 4, 5. So he's got 6 home runs now in his last 10 games. That's the 1 run we'll probably get today, as TRAMMELL gets a base hit to right. Well, I mean, there's no point in taking any chances on the base path. We're going to be out immediately. There's a ground ball to third. That should be a double play. No, TRAMMELL will beat it out. The only play was for the third baseman Cooper to go to first. So TRAMMELL's in scoring position. A chance here for Kennedy to get us a run closer. Nope, popping it up. Out number 2. And maybe Lemon, batting 192, no home runs. Popping it up, yeah. Lemon and Parrish and Morris, all 3 of them are completely useless to us. Morris just walked his 3rd batter. Maybe another double play. That's going to fall in for a hit. Oh, no, Gibby will catch it. Just keep the game moving. There's nothing else to do here but push a button. I would say, like, in our losses, as the catcher just made his second error, there's no point in having Gibby run. We know he's not going to make it. Well, give him a wild pitch to get him over. I'll finish that thought here in a minute as we complete this inning. Yeah. Yeah, Dennis Burtt is pitching like Cy Young. Oh, the third error for the Twins. And Ken Smith's up. One swing of the bat could tie it up. These would be all unearned runs. Oh, Ken Smith with a base hit. That'll score Gibby. Wilson will go to third. Oh, again, I want to finish that thought. And a line out to first. So my thought is, I think in all of our losses, I bet you 70% or more, 80% of those games are over in the first inning. Like the game just front loads, all the runs in the first, and then you're done. Occasionally we've come back. It's not like we have not had it ever happen. Yeah, 2 strikeouts and then a base hit by a guy batting .233. 7 hits now and 3 walks by Morris. And he strikes out James. Struck out the side. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. We are chipping away. Yeah. Is that an infield single? No. All right. So the 5th inning, we're going to give Morris an opportunity here to get through 5. That's 4 batters that he struck out in a row. 4 outs anyway. Ground ball to short. Seven strikeouts for Morris. This game is so dumb. Sweet Lou with the base hit. There's no way. Like, why would we do that? We already know we're going to lose. The game has created the situation for us. We'll try hitting and running. Oh, base hit to left. That'll get Whitaker to third. Oh. Okay. We're hitting and running, and yet Whitaker is not going to go to third. All right. I have no idea what to do here. Brock is definitely able to take a walk, and Burtt is a walk pitcher, despite not giving one up yet. So he's due to give up a walk. Nope. That'll be a double play instead. Well, I guess not. Well, we're going to go on contact. Wilson 0 for 5 in his career versus Burtt. Line drive to left. That'll allow Whitaker to score. Gibson will go to third. That was a risk, but we took it. Just in case they throw a wild pitch, a balk, a pass ball. Black Cat runs down the field. Rally Monkey. I mean, who knows what's going to happen. Here's Ken Smith. He's having a day. He's 2 for 2. Home run, driven in 2 runs. 1-2 count. And a ground ball in the hole at short. And that'll do it. So we have chipped away. We're a run down. I guess we're going to let Morris go another one. I mean, he's pretty hard to stop right now. 8 strikeouts. Man, he just did not get warmed up in the pen properly or something. Because he's cruising right now. Cruising! 9 strikeouts for Morris. If we had taken him out in the first, we would never have seen this. Here come the lefties. Oh, yeah, he was due to do that. All right, so that's it. Sorry, Morris, you're not going to get the win. Good job on the strikeouts, though. We're going to bring in Keith Comstock. We know Kami. He strikes out all the left-handed batters. 16 strikeouts in 10 innings so far. So this is the veteran versus an 18-year-old. This should be a piece of cake. Oh, no, of course not. So here we go. We're screwed again. We may as well allow ourselves to be screwed. Comstock gets him to fly out. No damage. We go to the bottom of the sixth. It is almost impossible to get a starter a win. Even, you know, a pitcher like Morris. It's so frustrating. Trammell, ground ball. George Brett. I mean, again, this is Dennis Burtt. This is not Greg Maddux or not even Brett Saberhagen. It's Dennis Burtt. And he is absolutely dominating us here. 5 hits. He hasn't walked anybody. Going to the 7th. Ground ball in the hole. It's short. Kami's coming out. I don't know. It feels like a waste to bring in Dave Rozema in this situation. Let's bring in Jeff Montgomery. He has not been very good. He has not given up a run, but he's walked 3 in 4 2/3. That was all in the same game, though. He does have a wild pitch already as well. So we're going to bring in Montgomery to face Cecil Fielder. 1-2 count to Fielder. He strikes him out. That's 10 team strikeouts today. John TAMARGO, switch hitting catcher. Hits a fly ball to right. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. Let's take a look at the in-game stats. Yeah, Brett, Kennedy, and Lemon. Those 3 in a row definitely hurt us. Here's Lemon. Lemon's going to walk. Oh, no. What an idiot. Oh, my God. Lemon, I wish I could send him to the minor leagues. A 3-0 count, down a run, and you're the leadoff guy in the inning, and you don't take that pitch? Against a pitcher that walks 100 more batters in his career than he strikes out. There we go. God darn it. Unbelievable how stupid this game is. All right. Well, it worked once. We got to try it again. Let's see if Gibby can hit and run here. Nope. Game is not going to let us. And Whitaker's 0 for 4 on the year in stolen bases. So, yeah, we lost. I mean, we knew that, but, like, there was a glimmer of hope, right? There's another walk from Montgomery. And he gets the walk strikeout combo. The combo platter. Yeah, I mean, we're going to lose this game anyway, so we'll bring in Madden. There's no point in bringing in our best pitchers. Dennis Burtt coming back out for the 8th. It's almost as if the game knows he's going to get the win. Yeah. This game just absolutely blows. Kurt SEIBERT, 3 hits today. I think all singles, right? Yeah, in a game where we struck out 12 of their batters, we had 3 errors in our favor. We were thrown out on the base path 2 times on caught stealing attempts. And they have not scored a run since the first inning. This game was over before Morris even threw a pitch. The game had already predetermined the outcome. Now Dennis Burtt will try to get a complete game. He's only at 93 pitches. This is definitely Greg Maddux-like. A guy that made 2 starts in the major leagues in his career. And we should have rested all of our players. I really gave it a lot of thought. I just didn't execute. Why would I go for 2? Why wouldn't I? Oh, there we go. Tying run is in scoring position. That's Brett's 6th double of the year. Here's TK. He's got an 0 for today. Line drive to left, and then we'll end the ball game with, not with Chet Lemon. Oh man, we got nobody on the bench. Who hits righties the best here? Nobody. We suck. All right, well, Chet Lemon's as bad as anybody. 0-1 count, and that's the ball game. So, yeah. This game was over before the first pitch. It was predetermined loss. We've learned to accept that. Let's see here. No trade offers, so we're going to advance a day. Trade offer on the off day? No. Okay. Take a look at the standings. Oh, there's the National League first. Philadelphia, 5-game lead over Pittsburgh and New York. Ouch. And Los Angeles and Cincinnati, 4 games up. Then we have Boston, half game up on Baltimore. We're going to face Boston tomorrow. Minnesota, they've got 10 wins now. They beat us for win number 9, and then they beat their current opponent. Seattle's 1 game up on Oakland. Let's take a look at headline news. Brainiac Baseball Daily Beat. Mike Witt cruises to a 6-2 win over the Mariners. Daryl Sconyers went 2 for 4 with a home run. Jack Howell had a dong. Gary Pettis had a triple. Blue Jays triumph in an 11-10 slugfest versus the Indians in Toronto. Terry McGriff went 3 for 5, had a home run. And yeah, all right. The next 2 weeks will be tough on Randolph. Is he injured, or is he just like getting divorced? Yeah. Oh, a sprained neck. Not a broken cervix or whatever it is. Okay, well, that's too bad. He was killing it this year. Look at his report here. I mean, the guy had 30 RBI in 34 games, batting .331. So he'll get a nice little break. Let's take a look at transactions. What do we got going on here? No trades. We had Gino Petralli of Boston, their catcher, will not be available for our series, so that's good. I think that means they'll probably go with John Stearns, right, as their catcher. Then we have the Randolph thing we know. Jose Melendez of the Rangers. He's in single A. Broke his wrist. Okay, let's pull up the box score and get out of here. What a piece of garbage today was. Morris, I mean, he only gave up 4 runs. It was just... And you keep in mind, we had let 2 runs score, and we had 2 outs. And then, who was it? FISCHLIN, right? Knocked in those 2 runs, and that was the ball game. So, Dennis Burtt gets the win. Another complete game. 2-1 on the year. Jack Morris couldn't even get through 6. A Hall of Fame pitcher could not get through 6 innings, but Dennis Burtt goes the distance. Great job, game. We did strike out 12 batters. We also walked 6. Gave up 8 hits. Player of the game, we'll give it to Kenny Smith because he just keeps pounding the cover off the ball. I don't mind that he's batting .260. I'll take a .240 hitter hitting 40 home runs. I'll take that every season. So, unfortunately, it came in a loss. So, Ken Smith, player of the game. That's going to do it. We're going to come back tomorrow and start that important series versus Boston at home. Boston in first place. We could make up some ground. So come back tomorrow and check it out. Until then, everyone, have a great day.